Absolutely. And they're being outgunned because of the lack of coordination with Western governments. We're in a scenario where we're up against a competitor that's got a coordinated state corporate program that we can barely touch. And you add to it the kind of benefits that are given to political leaders and the lack of conditionality for infrastructure, and presently, without a concerted state effort by either the US or the EU or the Canadians, we're going to continue to have our breakfast, lunch, and dinner taken by the Chinese and to some extent the Russians and the Indians in Africa. And in the case of the DRC, for instance, we have an entire generation of mines for the post-fossil fuel era that we are going to lose out of, which means our companies will be dependent on Chinese supply chains for the energy of the future. And that's a tremendous error and a tremendous cost. They have a different temporal view than we do. And this is the problem with elections every 4 years. You get into short-termism, and that's not something that a command economy has to worry about. To some extent, we vacated it because our compliance costs for small and medium business now are too high, and the FCPA risks are deemed too significant and material. But to another extent, we have countries and assets and minerals that we shouldn't and we can't give up, but that are being taken for us under the rubric of resource nationalism. But some of that resource nationalism is financed with Chinese or Russian money. Well, the coordination between government assistance, infrastructure assistance, and business development for foreign businesses entering the country is part of the Chinese offer that we don't have, and it's one that we need to reconstitute. The new BUILD Act in the United States is a help for that, but we need to bring down the conditionality terms, and we need to bring down the application times, or we just won't be able to compete in real time with the Chinese.